Hello and welcome to TGC. I'm Zach Shrivers here with your City Council highlights from November 20th, 2017. City Council began the night with a meeting of the Planning and Development Committee. The Planning and Development Committee heard a presentation from the Executive Director of the Economic Development Council, Sarah Mars Maxfield. Maxfield presented statistics about the economic growth in Athens, as well as some future projections. After the Planning and Development Committee had met, the Finance and Personnel Committee met, beginning with a discussion on appropriations. After discussing the appropriations, the Finance and Personnel Committee explained that the 2018 budget is being worked on and is nearly complete. At around 8:20 Monday night, Council moved on to a regular business meeting, beginning with several ordinances for third reading. Ordinance 118-17, amending 99-14, and establishing fees for sewage dumping at the wastewater treatment plant was approved. Ordinance 122-17, which would allow for lot splits in the Madison Heights minor subdivision, was approved by Council. Ordinance 123-17, which amends Athens City Code Title VII and changes the ticketing for jaywalking to an administrative fine, was approved. Ordinance 124-17, amending the tenant occupant education form, was approved. Ordinance 125-17, which allows the mayor to enter into or extend the agreement with the Board of Athens County Commissioners for the purpose of obtaining the services of the Public Defender's Office, was approved. This agreement would be valid through December 31st of 2018. Ordinance 126-17 authorizes the law director to hire a legal secretary to, at a pay rate of 50% through the assigned pay grade. This ordinance was approved with a vote of 5-1. Ordinance 127-17 amends Ordinance 4-17 and reallocates revenues from the city's income tax. This ordinance was approved. 128-17, an ordinance authorizing the Service Safety Director to temporarily suspend the fee for parking at metered spots in the city parking garage, was approved. Spots above the second floor will be free on December 2nd, 9th, and 16th. In a similar vein, 129-17 will allow for continuous parking in the same location from Sunday, December 17th, 2017 through Sunday, January 1st, 2018. This ordinance was also approved. 132-17, an ordinance issuing $250,000 of notes, was approved so the city can pay off the cost of the wastewater treatment plant. The final ordinance for third reading was 133-17, which issues $325,000 in notes for the wastewater treatment plant. This ordinance was also approved. Next, Council quickly read through two ordinances for second reading, 134-17 and 135-17. The last ordinance for second reading was 136-17, which amends the 2017 appropriation ordinance. This ordinance had the rules suspended and was approved so that fees could be paid on time. After reading ordinances for the second reading, Council moved on to the ordinances for first reading. The first of which was 138-17, an ordinance extending the current franchise agreement with the Ohio Power Company for use of city right-of-way by 1 year. 139-17 is an ordinance allowing the mayor to reach an agreement on purchasing solar power for the city of Athens. 140-17 is an ordinance amending the Athens City Code to include adjustments to penalties represented in the Athens Cannabis Ordinance, which passed in the election earlier this month. 141-17 is an ordinance amending Athens City Code Title 47. This ordinance would add the Extraction and Waste Disposal Monitoring and Mitigation Program to Title 47. The rules were suspended and this ordinance was approved by Council. 142-17 is an ordinance amending the 2017 Appropriation Ordinance. Due to time constraints on some expenses, the rules were suspended and this ordinance was approved. 143-17, an ordinance allowing the Service Safety Director to enter into an agreement with the Employee Benefit Service Center to serve as the city's third-party health insurance administrator. 144-17 was the final ordinance to be read on Monday night. This ordinance would allow for a stop-loss medical insurance contract. After the ordinances were read, there was a motion to accept the auditor's October 2017 financial reports, which was approved by Council. Council moved into executive session at 9:20 p.m. Monday night, Thank you for tuning in. I'm Zach Shrivers reporting for the Government Channel.